open mic radio. Take a load off, enjoy the show. This is open mic radio. That's right, it is Open Mic Radio, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. All right. All right, there you go. That is the Lemon Settlement, and you're listening to it here, KOPN Columbia. It's Open Mic Radio, 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Yeah, once again, finally, Open Mic Radio. I've been away for quite some time, and pretty pleased to be back and chatting with you all this afternoon. Welcome to the program. It's the 23rd of July, Saturday. Glad you joined us. We do this every Saturday afternoon from 4 o'clock until 6. Live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan. I'm joined once again by Kind Kurt, providing the theme music and some musical wisdom. You see that? I don't even have your microphone on. I got to screw up a few times at the new place here.
Hello, New Franklin.
Are you on, what is that, mic 4 or is that mic 2?
This is mic 4.
All right.
Got mic 3 over here.
And then Justin's over there on 1. So.
Is this your first show?
Well, it's my first show here at the new location. It is.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
I know you did. I'm just joking. So, anyway, yeah, I've I got Kurt here with me. We've got
hello,
awesome local regional music. Hot and sunny weekend. Maybe some rain next week, but either way, I hope you're enjoying it, staying cool. All right. Lots to do around Columbia tonight. In the next few days, we'll have to go over a few things. In fact, we've got some great live music in town this evening and coming up next week as well. So great show as well for you all this afternoon, all right? This is the inaugural broadcast of Open Mic Radio from the new KOPN studios. We are at 401 Bernadette Drive now, and I'm super psyched to be doing the show from the new digs today, and we're going to play some songs for you. We got Justin Hickerson in the house. We got Josh Right or Wrong from the Royal Furs. Tony Lotvin's in the house. We got Kurt with us. Miss Adeline Moon is with us as well. Hi, Adeline.
Hi.
How are you, honey?
Good.
Yeah, good to see you here at the new KOPN.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we'll do a rundown of some of the things that are happening later tonight and tomorrow, later in the week. And anyway, we'll do that, and we'll have some fun like we always do here on Open Mic Radio, okay? Swing on by if you're in the area. We're making a little celebration of it this afternoon. 401 Bernadette Drive. It's just off of Worley and, you know, the Westlake Hardware there on Worley and Bernadette, just literally across the street. And it's a great new spot for the station, and we are proud to be here. And it's been, I'm looking at this brand new board and brand new microphones, and just thrilled about what's going on here at the station. We've got a lot of work to do still. There's a lot of albums and CDs that are sort of scattered about, and we can always use the assistance of our many volunteers out there in the local community. So anyway,
still got time to take a free bus ride down to the location.
Yeah, I mean,
bus stop's right out front.
Is that right? Is it right out front?
That is right. Yep.
All right, cool. So very accessible. It's one of the things that the old station was a little bit tough when it came to getting up there. First of all, the stairs were rough for a lot of people. Leave it at that. Especially in the wintertime, it was sketchy getting up there to the studios at KOPN. And also, we didn't have any parking, and it was always sort of rough if you had musicians trying to unload and come up there and play and stuff. But we've got a much better setup here. Free parking, plenty of room for musicians and their fans and families, and we've got plenty of room for the people that come down here and donate their time and help out at KOPN, which has been a remarkable effort over the last few months to make this move happen and get it done, where we're actually on the air broadcasting. We were automated for about a week or so while we were making the transition, but I can't say enough about the men and women that made that happen. And so anyway,
me, I'm always automated.
Yeah, I know, Kurt. You're on autopilot all the time. So anyway, okay. So once again, swing on by if you're in the area. 401 Bernadette. Okay, and the phone numbers here 573-443-8255, like they always have been. So give me a call if you'd like to say hi. All right. Super glad to be here this afternoon. Hope things are going well for you. Big thanks to TK. She's grooving on the one mic since 2 p.m. Before that, Morgan and Motherland Jam. We got the wheel till 6 o'clock, and then stick around for Rashumba and Reggae Party. Coming at you. Reggae Party 6 until 8 o'clock. Chris takes the helm 8 to 11 with Brews on Broadway. Actually, Brews, it might be Brews tonight. I don't know if he's going to have a beer with him, but it's Blues on Broadway 8 o'clock until 11. No Brews on Broadway. I guess it's going to be Blues on Bernadette now. Is it? I don't know. But I guess we can be in Broadway in our heads. Anyway, okay, I'm going to get to music real fast here, but last weekend Kevin did the show for me as I was a little under the weather. I appreciate it. Kevin is awesome. If you want to hear great radio, check out the so-called Good Life on Fridays from 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock. That's 24 hours before this program. And Jazz plus Blues equals Soul, Monday nights, 7 o'clock until about 9, I think. Maybe 10, depending on his mood. Anyway, great stuff from Kevin, always, and I appreciate him playing great music on my program last week for you all, okay? All right, so the last broadcast that we did at Broadway was with John and Andy from the Hoot and Hollers and Andrew Ryan from St. Louis and Lou Nevins, of course, who's a great friend of all of ours in the room here. And I was thrilled that we sort of had the last open mic radio with that group, just because they were sort of the all involved in really early music. When I was doing radio at KOPN in the early 2000s, I was doing a show called Radio Orbit, and John and Andy, when the Hoot and Hollers had just kind of become a thing. In fact, Josh, you were with the Cotton Mollies at the time. Grab that mic if you don't mind. We got Josh Wrong in the studio with us this afternoon as well. It's really great to see you, man. And those were the days, right?
Oh yeah, busting out from another open mic right over to your show to play a couple tunes. That was always really fun. Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's how I sort of cut my teeth doing radio back then, and had a lot of the guys and girls that are still making really good music around these parts and elsewhere now. Were introduced to the radio through some of the old stuff that I did. So anyway, I'm thrilled now to be in this new place. I feel like it's a rebirth, a renaissance for KOPN. I think there's all kinds of new opportunity here. The staff and the on-air personalities and the people that are behind the scenes that do so much work here, everybody's revitalized and invigorated, and I'm just thrilled to see what we can do here at the new location with the new energy. We've got a new general manager, Josh. Remember Jet?
Jet Ainsworth. Yeah, that's really exciting news.
How about that, right?
He's a great guy.
I was so thrilled when I found that out. So Jet Ainsworth is the new, I don't think they're calling him a GM. I think they're calling him an executive director. But whatever the title is, he's got a long history in radio and really knows his stuff. And he's also a friend of KOPN, and he's got the right heart and mind to be running the show here, I think. So anyway, we're really happy to have Jet on top of the project here now, and so many other people that are that have been here, and new people as well that are really just doing it. So thanks to everybody who's made this happen, and yeah, super excited for the next 50 years here at KOPN. So, all right, Josh, we'll have Justin play a song for us, but since you're on the mic, you have a show tonight, not too long from now, right?
Yeah, just a couple hours. I'm going to have to bust out of here not too long from now to go to do a sound check at Eastside Tavern.
Eastside, doing live music again. All right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
And we're playing with OK Samaritan. So I'm in the Royal Furs.
Right.
Ruth Acuff, which she's been on your program a few times as well.
I love her, and she's a new mom, and I'm so thrilled that she's doing well, and she's got a healthy baby.
Little Leroy. We got to hang out with him at Les Bourgeois not too long ago, me and Justin.
That's awesome.
Got a lot of compliments from some folks and how grizzly we look and how sweet we looked holding that baby.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And that was a little bizarre, but Leroy is doing real well. And Ruth has got a babysitter for the evening, so she's going to come rock out with us. I think for the first time we played a show in Columbia, and it must be like 3 or 4 years. Yeah. 3 years probably.
Well, I mean, I don't think you did a show since Ruth's been back from New York.
No, we did a couple of live things with Cellar Attic, the Cellar Attic live crew. So we did a couple of live tracks at Will Reeves' studio, but that was no audience. We were all masked up and everything. So we've been itching to play. We're really stoked. So we're playing with OK Samaritan. That starts at 6. We're playing with OK Samaritan and Downside Up, the boys from Jeff City.
Okay, fantastic. All right, OK Samaritan, of course, Noel on the drums for that band as well as for your band.
He'll just stay up there for a while, getting really overheated. So that'll be a fun thing to witness. See if Noel can actually
if he can do,
outlast.
Yeah, 2 live sets in a row there. All right. Well, great stuff tonight. I'm glad to hear that Sal and the gang are doing some live music down there at Eastside. They do it once in a while, but I think it's getting to be a little bit more regular now. So
yeah, I'm pretty stoked for it. It's a cool place to listen to music. It's really very intimate in there, and it's always a fun time. The staff is great.
No doubt. Yeah. All right, tonight, just immediately after this program, as a matter of fact, 6 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm. Royal Furs going on first, so get there at 6 if you can.
All right, Royal Furs, 6 o'clock, and OK Samaritan following them up. That's going to be a great show at Eastside tonight. Get on out and check that out, okay? All right, Justin Hickerson, another great friend of the program. He's been on the air with me many times over the years, and I'm thrilled that you're here today. And I'd like you to say hello, and then maybe you play a song for us.
Yep. Well, hello. I'd like to play a song. How do we want to adjust these mics? Do you want me to just sit back from a single mic?
I think that I think that one that Adeline has just kind of pointed at your guitar.
Okay.
And then that other one is fine where it is for your vocals, and I think that'll be just fine. And then I can adjust from back here. So.
Okay.
All right. Now, I've been trying to get Justin back on the air and a whole bunch of other people for like the last 6 weeks. Honestly, it's been one thing or another for the last month and a half, and I am super thrilled to have live music again here at KOPN, and you're listening to it here at Studio B from the wonderful new studios at 401 Bernadette Drive, Columbia, Missouri. All right, Justin Hickerson in the house, and it's Open Mic Radio. What are you going to do, brother?
This is a song called Blue Eyes. Gotta tell you that my biggest fear was one day you'd reappear, even after all these years. And now you're here. I gotta tell you I've been holding my breath, I ain't getting no rest, just sitting here scared to death. And holding my breath. It must have been 11 years or more, now I'm standing here stunned, and you're walking through my front door. You're walking my floor. I had wished I could see you again. I had wished I could see you. I'm wondering what, if any, feelings remain, but everything is all changed. Yeah, you'd even changed your name, but I'll be goddamn if you don't look the same. Was reminiscing all our days of fun, all the songs we had sung, things we wish could become undone. We were so young, but I gotta tell you I was not surprised that I was hypnotized, had long been familiarized with your blue eyes. Blue eyes, and wished I could see you again for some time. I'd wished I could see you. Blue eyes, I'd wished I could see you again for some time. I'd wished I could see you. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Justin Hickerson, Blue Eyes. All right. Thank you for that. And I'm going to play one from the Royal Furs.
Do it.
Fever Dream, maybe?
Yeah, anything off.
Huh? Anything off of that? Well, actually, I'm thinking I was singing Blood and Honey is what I'll play.
There we go.
Off of Fever Dream. So Fever Dream is a record from the Royal Furs that was released, what? It's been...
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, I was going to say 16 or 17. It's been a bit. So anyway, here's one from the Royal Furs. It's called Blood and Honey, from a record released a few years back. But you may hear this, or a sample of something you might hear like it, tonight at Eastside Tavern. And yeah, check it out. You're listening to Open Mic Radio. It's KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We are streaming on the web at kopn.org. And this is the Royal Furs with Blood and Honey.
Open mic radio.
All right. There you
a
go.
lot of like stutter stops too.
I know, like is it over? No, it's starting. Is it over? All right, that was the Royal Furs with not Black Lion. What was it?
Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey. That's right. And we've got the bass player from the Royal Furs with us in the studio. They're going to be playing this evening at Eastside Tavern. First time you guys have been on stage for a while together, so that's awesome.
First time at Eastside Tavern, which is weird because I always have played there.
Yeah, you've played
all
there
the
so
time
many shows,
with
just
different
not
bands.
with the Furs.
Just not with the Furs, so this is cool.
Right. All right, cool. All right, so check that out tonight, 6 o'clock, and OK Samaritan. We're going to play a song from them in a minute, but I want to say hi to Tony Lotvin, who's also come down and say hello this afternoon. Tony, of course, saxophone player for the Daves and for Fried Crawdaddies and anybody else who might be lucky enough to have him on stage with them. But Tony, thank you for coming down. Good to see you, brother.
Thanks for texting me and letting me know.
Yeah, I was so excited. I'm like, hey, we're getting the news.
Debut at the new station.
I'm so excited. It's so cool. We got this. I know I keep stuttering about it, but the new equipment is really, really nice. I think there are other radio stations around town, commercial radio stations, that would probably be a little bit jelly about this board that I got
can
right
guarantee
here.
it.
So, yeah. Anyway, what's up with you? How's music and things? Family, everybody good?
Everything's good, man. I'm blessed the number of gigs I'm getting. I'll probably end up the year like 50 gigs for the year. So that really's got me thrilled. A lot of new music. Got a few jazz gigs that I didn't expect to get.
Really?
So I pulled out the flute and did the whole jazz flute thing.
Playing with a quartet or
I put a trio together and put a quartet together for another. Both were private affairs.
Cool. Who else was playing with you?
Trio was me and Sean Hennessy and Kevin Hennessy.
Oh,
and
damn.
And the quartet was me and Kevin Hennessy and Pete Skolka on piano and Phil Sean Johnson on drums.
Fantastic.
So that was nice. But the last year, I spent a lot of time this past year getting the new Compass Music School open. So that's been a big project that I dove into head first.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because
so
that is a
exciting.
huge project, and it is something that has been, I guess, incubating for so many years, because Compass has been involved with the camps and so many other things for years
other
now.
than the COVID years.
Right. Okay, so for people unfamiliar, quickly a little bit about Compass and then about the new project.
Well, Compass is a non-for-profit, and the mission is to help the music grow with kids, adults, whoever wants to be involved with learning music and learning from each other and being involved with each other, and especially for underserved populations, but really overall for everybody. And about a year ago at this time, we applied for a grant from the Veterans United Foundation. They did a huge giveaway on their 10th anniversary in town. They gave away $8 million. They sunk $8 million into non-for-profits.
To like local organizations?
That's all local. Another $2 million in other cities where they have. But anyway, without going to the whole thing, we got enough money to we leased half the Hillel building, which is at 1107 University, next to the Sinkfield Music Building, University building.
Okay.
And they had half their building was empty, and we leased it, and we got a huge donation from VU that helped us completely remodel the whole thing. We have a listening room with a stage. We've had a few concerts already. Had a camp. We just finished up the first camp since before COVID, and also a songwriting camp for younger kids, and putting together a lot of programming for the fall. But we have a listening room. We have a library, classroom. We have a central control room for sound. We're in the middle of wiring up all the rooms, so all the rooms can be connected to the main control room.
Holy cow.
And we've got, we seat about 90 in the listening room where the stage is. And there are 6 individual rooms, like studio rooms for teaching, or we use them for bands to practice during the camp.
Wow, it's a pretty big space then, it sounds like.
About 4,000 square feet.
Outstanding.
Excellent. A big shout out to PCE, Professional Contractors and Engineers. They led us through the whole project and did a great job. And anybody that wants to stop in and visit, especially not fully staffed yet all day long, but there are private lessons and other things going on. So afternoons especially, people can come and stop in and see it, or they can get a hold of me, and I'd be happy to meet anybody that wants to go down there and see what's going on.
So somebody up there can teach Justin and I how to play music.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We need it.
We have a special teacher.
You better watch it. You guys ought to be over there.
Special teacher with handcuffs and whips to keep
you guys ought to be over there teaching. As a matter of fact, is what should.
Yeah. That's another thing. I mean, anybody that feels like they can contribute any way that. Get a hold of Violet or Phil Sean and get on the volunteer list with whatever you think you might want to do.
All right. What's the location again of the new school?
1107 University Avenue.
All right. So on the other side of College, compared to downtown,
yes.
I guess.
So the corner of Hitt and University.
All right.
Is where the new Sinkfield
fantastic
music building is.
Right downtown.
For the university.
I love it.
And we're on University, right next to the new music school.
All right, I love it. Congratulations! It's a great achievement.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Remember when the bridge was down there on Walnut or whatever, and there was the music school that was associated with the bridge. As much as I forget about the operation of it, that was a great project too, and I really missed it. I think it was missed. It was a great place for young people. And anyone really to have a place to practice and to perform, which was really, really cool. So it sounds like that you guys have filled that void and rather
more.
Nice.
Being a non-for-profit, we had a lot of other organizations, like for example the High Steppers. We just had a meeting with them yesterday. We're going to provide some instruction for those kids, percussion and maybe some other instruments, and just. City of Refuge, we've met with them. They've got some kids that want to have music lessons but can't afford instruments, and just the camps. I mean, the camp was just unbelievable. And we had a big Sunday. We had a big concert with all the bands with the songs they wrote at the Blue Note, and had trying to think how many people. It's around 300 people showed up.
That's awesome.
It's wonderful
for that show.
All right, I love it. That's what we want around here. We want an active and
of course
vibrant live music scene.
The Crawdaddies keep going every
you can't stop you guys.
Once a month at
Rose Music Hall out there in the park.
Once a month at Cooper's Landing, and had a few other gigs interspersed in there. We'll be doing the Last Waltz show. I just got confirmation of that again at the last Saturday in November at the Blue Note. So things keep rolling on, and this year I played saxophone with Interstellar Overdrive at the Pink Floyd show. Yeah. I want to do that again. They got hired. Byron got hired with the group to go play an outdoor civic event in Rogers, Arkansas, in a couple of weeks.
I wonder if
we're truck down there and do that. Does
Ruth still do the Interstellar Overdrive? I know Ruth would perform with them back in the day. I don't know when's the last time that she's been.
She has, but there was a bit of a baby situation for a while. So with little Leroy, she's been out of it, but she's back into it.
All right. Well, you can catch her live tonight at 6:00 at Eastside Tavern.
That's right.
With my man Josh here and a couple other clowns that'll be on stage. Actually,
many clowns.
Mike Danger on the guitar, not a clown at all. Actually, really playing some good guitar, and Noel Feldman on the drums.
He's more of a ham.
A dangerous ham. So, anyway, OK Samaritan is another excellent band that plays around these parts, and they share a drummer with the Royal Furs, and we're going to play a song now from OK Samaritan. All right, so check this out. They'll be playing probably around 7:30 or something like that, if I had to guess.
They're going to play around 7.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's nice of them. Similar to the Compass Music arrangement, we lease half of Noel Feldman from OK Samaritan through a very generous grant from Veterans United.
All right, well, check out this one. This is OK Samaritan, and fantastic band from Columbia area here with Noel Feldman on the drums. This is Wheel. Back in a minute. This is Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Ah!
frozen food upon my plate. When she swept into the room, all the servants at her feet, making love with her perfume. And bugs to match my roaches making me insane. And what a dirty thought to think, while I looked her up and down, poured myself another drink. And hazards in the night, staring deadly at the ground. And all the trash along the road, gathered wasted at the fence, and all the pleasure I was owed. And
There's one from OK Samaritan. That one is called Wheel. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear that tonight at Eastside Tavern. You can check out OK Samaritan tonight after the Royal Furs down there at Eastside, right down on Broadway. Okay, I know, Josh, you got to head out of here pretty soon. So
you got to run to sound check.
All right, sound check coming up for the Furs. And I want to ask about your lovely wife, Chelsea, and Tiny Attic, the video production project that you guys run, I think, together now.
Well, I just follow, and I'm a beast of burden. I carry around a lot of equipment, sometimes do audio stuff.
Right.
But yeah, we're Chelsea's still growing strong. She's had a lot of projects around town. I'm sure some folks listening have had her do a couple animated things or maybe some graphic design work for them.
And, yeah. And the stuff you guys did with Will was awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully that gets started back up. It's just whenever there's the stars align and we can get a great band in his studio and he's available. We film live. Will records live. So if you go check out Cellar Attic, on social media, YouTube, all of that. I tried to update a lot of that pretty recently, so there should be all of the back catalog up on there. Really great videos for some bands local and some fantastic bands that Will's been able to procure that are touring musicians. But yeah, that's a really fun setup. Hopefully we'll get back into doing that before too long.
Okay. What else happening with Tiny Attic?
Well, we're embarking on a new documentary project as of yet unnamed, but it's in line with the film we released in 2018, Living Soil. So we got
It's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it's free on YouTube if you go look up Living Soil movie. If you want to learn a little bit about modern agriculture and what it takes to save our resources, it's a really great film. And we're gonna do another one that's a little bit more verite. We're following a family who lives in Centralia, Missouri, and they do some really wonderful work at Roasted Plowshares, the name of their farm out in Centralia. They raise lots, just dozens and dozens of lambs. Their kids bottle feed the lambs. We're getting some really adorable footage on that, but hopefully in a couple of years or so, we'll have something to show for that. And of course, we work with a former, I don't think he was called executive director, but Tim Pilcher's involved with that. So
former GM here
former
at KOPN.
GM, people might know him.
And many hat wearer, one of the many hat wearers. He did a lot of great things while he was here. I missed him. He's an incredible guy.
He's really great. It's fun to have him around, and
skilled guy too, smart and really technically skilled dude.
Incredibly skilled, and so he's doing a lot of the sound. He's a sound recordist for that film, and then we work with Aaron Phillips, an incredible cinematographer and colorist in its own right. So if you have the chance to hire him whenever he's available, go do that. He's a fantastic man. But we'll be filming that. Of course, all the other many local projects that we do throughout the year, we really love to do.
All right. Well, you're doing great work. Tell Chelsea we said hi. Okay.
Will do.
All right.
And she said hello as well. So
okay.
I'm gonna go pick her
Will she
up.
be
and
out
go to
watching music tonight?
Yep.
I imagine there'll be a bit of the old crew out, as a matter of fact. And
I hope so.
I'm going to dinner. Debbie's mother's birthday is today, so we're going to fly over to have dinner at 7:00. And I hesitate to. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it downtown after that. But I hope you guys have a great.
You didn't have to say that.
Well,
No, we'll do another show. I think once we see all the smiling, friendly faces, we'll want to put something else together.
All right. Well, if you see anyone I know, tell them I said hello.
That's such a long list. I'm just gonna be saying Mike says hi to everybody all night long.
All right, Josh, good to see you, my brother.
It's good to see you too. Thanks for having me up.
All right, no news.
Great space.
Yes, I'm thrilled about
cool.
it. Okay, check out Josh Wrong on the bass tonight. Royal Furs, 6:00 down at Eastside Tavern. Okay, and OK Samaritan will be jamming it up after them. Okay, we'll play one more from the Royal Furs here and come back and. I don't know. Maybe.
Can't catch me.
What do you want to hear?
Can't catch me.
Can't Catch Me?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. This is Can't Catch Me at the Royal Furs on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Back in a few minutes.
I hope you got a better blender. You can't
Can't Catch Me, all right? That is the Royal Furs. You're listening to it here, Open Mic Radio, KOPN, Columbia. What's up, Tony?
I'm going to leave in a few
You out?
minutes.
Okay. Well, good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. We didn't talk about the Daves, though. We talked about a lot of other things. What you guys are still actively playing, or what's going on with the Daves?
We've been playing, working around people's schedules and vacations and stuff, but we've been playing really since early spring. We've been playing once a month at.
You've been doing Coopers, I know that.
Coopers,
right?
We got some more coming up through October, and
what's the next show? What's the next show you're playing?
The next show.
You got to consult your calendar.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
It's right here on
Wayne
my
Leo and Corinne in the house.
It's right here on my brain here. The 13th of August.
13th
Saturday
of
night,
August.
13th of August.
Okay. All right, dude. Sounds good.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad you came down to say hi.
I'm glad you're on the air.
I am too.
A new spot, man.
I love it.
All right.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you soon, okay? All right. Kurt, do me a favor. Help out with that microphone for Justin. We're going to hear another song here from Mr. Justin Hickerson, who has been gracious enough to sit down and hang out for a little bit and play some music for us. Justin, what have you been doing musically lately?
Not much. I've had a very busy spring and summer so far with as you know, I mow grass in the summer. Like, that's my job. And I just, back when it was raining.
And you do a damn good job at it too, I must say.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
But
you are the grass master.
I am the grass master. I'm a grass man.
Right.
But I just experienced like a large volume of like new clientele back during the rainy season. And before, and like in the midst of all of that, I was also moving, like during the busiest part of June, from May into June.
Right.
It was raining. I was working every day. I was operating and living in Ashland. I had the rest of my belongings at a storage unit in town, and I needed to move it all to Roachport. And so...
which is now under construction, by the way.
Which is now a construction site, at least the outside. But I've got all my stuff in there, and I've finally gotten, like, all my records unpacked and all my guitars pulled out and, like, all the... But no, I haven't been doing much other than showing up for Dave's shows, which have been once a month down at Cooper's or so.
Right, okay.
And once a week, usually, every Thursday, I practice with a band called Foxteeth that Josh, who just left, is also in.
I call them the nebulous Foxteeth because I've never. They're somewhere playing sometime, but it's never any time when I'm around.
It's been officially announced. We are going to play with the Hoot and Hollers on September 6th at their album release show.
Holy smokes, that's big news.
So look out.
Well, John and Andy were here. Actually, I was saying earlier, they were the last show that we had at the old location down on Broadway. So. That's awesome. Those guys and girls, well, I won't call Andy a girl, but John and Andy and Kelly making great music and having a great time out there on the road lately.
Yeah.
Have you been on the road with them lately?
I've not.
I'm sure not the summertime.
The first couple runs, little long weekend runs they did back at the beginning of April. I went out with them, but... By the end of April, I kind of had to. I sent them the mass text. I was like, "This day came sooner than I thought it would."
The rainy season is upon us.
Unfortunately, I have run into a thing. I have to mow every day now, and I can't go on the road. But that's just for the summer. I went out with them all winter last year and plan to do the same thing again this year.
Right
so.
on. Well, I know they appreciate when you're with them. I think that they miss you when you're not there. So.
Oh, well, I miss them too. There for a little bit, they were like the only people I was hanging out with. Like for most of the last year, it was like these are my friends. These are the people the only people I see. I work, and then when I'm done working on Wednesday, I hop in the van with like these 3 specific individuals, and these are the people I hang out with.
All right, we're gonna get Another song out of Mr. Justin Hickerson. What are you going to do for us, my friend?
You know, I don't know. As I said, I was saying right before we got on the air, I woke up a little bit earlier than I intended to. And since my house was occupied by people that were doing work on it, unexpectedly, I didn't really get a whole lot of time to run through anything this morning. So,
well, I don't care what you play. I like it all. So we will we'll take what we can get. And you're listening to it here. It's KOPN 89.5 FM. We're on the web at kopn.org. My name is Mike. It's Open Mic Radio. We do this every Saturday afternoon, mostly. And Justin Hickerson's going to play one for us.
This is a song called Solitaire.
Love it.
Is this right? There.
Day 7 and I'm still struggling to sleep, and I still can't bring myself to eat. Got no strength left to stand on my feet. My mind's been racing, tangled up with fright at the possibility that you just might find a new man to hold you close at night and hold you oh so tight, and nothing's here to break my falling down except the cold hard unforgiving ground. Ever since you stopped coming around, I'm weary and I'm rattling to my bones, and I'm playing solitaire and getting stoned, and know the thrill of being alone, to sit and stare at the phone. Well, darling, won't you please come home? Day 9, I feel it's time that I unwind, 'cause I'm feeling partly fine part of the time, and there's no use sitting around and crying. Feels like I woke up wearing brand new skin, and I'm breathing that brand new oxygen. Never wanna fall back asleep. Still I'm weary and I'm rattling to my bones, and I'm playing solitaire wishing I was stoned, and know the thrill of being alone, to sit and stare at the phone. Darling, won't you please come home? Well, darling, won't you please come home?
Oh, yeah. The one and only Justin Hickerson. Awesome. Thank you, my friend. Lovely stuff there. That one's called Solitaire, and I've heard you play it before, and every time I hear it, I love it.
Oh, thanks, man.
What's the story behind acoustic?
behind this.
Yeah. It's a
This
very
is a-
pretty sounding guitar.
Hey, Kurt, get right into your mic.
It
Right in the
really
mic?
is. This
Right in
was
the
a
mic?
gift
All
from my friend Joe Dames.
Oh, Joe.
Oh yeah. It was because he owed me some money
Oh yeah, $20 to be exact.
for some favors. So no, it's not a thing. He came on a couple of these, and he gave one to me, and he also gave one to John Randall from the Hoot and Hollers, who's come up several times in this show so far. But this is a Regal, and I think it's a 1940s, early 50s. I could be wrong, but he also put this 1960s.
We'll pick up on it.
Little pickup.
Badass.
It sounds awesome.
It does.
I'm not a gearhead on guitars. I'm a drummer, so I don't really understand what this is, but I know that this sounds amazing in this guitar.
Yeah, no, I love
through like a vintage tube amp, like a 60s or 50s with a Jensen speaker.
Right.
Which, just so our listeners know, you are not amped up right now.
No,
this is
I'm
just
not.
The natural
Not amped
sound
up.
this
Maybe
is
had a
just
cup
the
of
natural
coffee this
sound of
morning, but-
guitar, right?
Yeah,
It's a
but
beautiful guitar.
it is,
Definitely
and it
looks like
plays.
it's had some love over the years.
And it plays like butter. I've been playing my grandfather's old Harmony hollow body for the last couple years because this just needed new strings, but I was just procrastinating doing that because I needed to reconnect something on this pickup, so I didn't play it for a couple years, and the guitar I was playing had a much higher action and wider frets, and it was a workout. And so in the last month
so that's
or
great
so,
to practice on. Though, then you play this and
I
you can
pulled
tear
this
it up.
thing out, and I'm like, holy smokes! It's like putting on ice skates after you've been rollerblading forever, you know.
All right, I will let everyone know they are listening to KOPN Columbia. It's just about 5 o'clock now. It's Saturday, the 23rd, right? Of July.
It's July.
July 23rd. It's hot, and got some friends in the studio this afternoon. I'm got some friends out there listening to it. I appreciate everyone that's joined us. We've got Wayne and Corinne came down to say hello. Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. And Justin's in the house playing some songs. When's the next Dave's gig?
I don't
mean to put you on the spot.
I think
Is that the one that Tony was talking about, the 13th of August?
No, I think that's him with the Crawdaddies or someone else. I think the Daves are the weekend before. I think we're the first weekend in August.
Okay.
But I can't remember off the top of my head.
All right, no problem. All right, Kurt.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna play a couple more from OK Samaritan, and then let's get Adeline in here and see what the kids are up to this summer.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Okay, it's Mike, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We are in the new digs down here, 401 Bernadette Drive. Come on down and say hello if you're in this neck of the woods. I'm thrilled that we've got this station operational. It sounds like the Death Star. This battle station is operational. But yes, the radio station is operational, and huge hats off and kudos and bows and on my knees to all the people that made it happen. And it is really something to see. Unless you were a part of it, to realize how hard it was to move that entire radio station that's been there for 50 years, basically. I mean, you know, they did a really nice story in the Missourian, actually, that was pretty comprehensive, actually, that it kind of focused on a couple of the women who were very instrumental in the move overall. But anyway, I can't thank people enough. You know, you're awesome, and KOPN is gonna have a whole new thing going now. Honestly, I really feel like it's like it's a renaissance type of thing. So I know it was hard, but hey, change is always hard. So, all right, it's Mike and Open Mic Radio. Check this out. This is OK Samaritan and a song called Stand Up. We'll be back with you in a few minutes.
When it started out, I was breaking down. I was breaking down. I was breaking. When it started out, I was breaking out. I was breaking out. Breaking. was back in town at the motel with my highway child and my head on the tile. Dragged me out down the stairwell. Stand up and leave me now. Stand up and leave me now. Stand up and leave me now.
All right, there's a couple from our friends OK Samaritan. You can catch them tonight at Eastside Tavern. They'll be playing after the Royal Furs, and it was nice to see Josh here a little bit earlier. Josh playing with the Royal Furs, and shout out. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kurt, you're on now. Yeah, show starts
at 6
o'clock. Yep, and Royal Furs starting things off, and then OK Samaritan after that. Okay, all right. So as often as we can, we have a young lady named Adeline Moon who joins us here in the studio, and I call it my KOPN Kids segment. But Adeline's an interesting young lady, and she's a really talented artist, and I'm trying to get her interested in radio. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about her anymore because she's right across from me, and it's really nice to have her back in the studio this afternoon. Hi, Adeline.
Hi,
How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good.
What do you think about the new KOPN studios?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why don't you get a little bit closer to your microphone and don't be moving around so much. There you go. All right, so when I first walked in, I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, I like that it's really like spacious. It's got a lot of room.
Yeah, it's actually more room than we thought it was going to be. If the actual size of the station is actually smaller than what we used to have on Broadway, but I think we're going to do a better job of using the space, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it feels a little bit bigger. We got a couple nice bathrooms and new stereo or new broadcast equipment and microphones and speakers and
no extra room for bands.
Yes,
we're
not quite set up yet, but hopefully in the near term we'll be able to have a full setup of live music in the studio next door to this one. We actually have 3 studios here at the new location, 2 of which are currently set up to broadcast. The third one, which is in between the other 2, will eventually be used, for live performances, and we should be able to really set up some cool live stuff. I mean, full band, no problem. You could bring your amps and everything now, and heck, do a whole set of music, I think. Adeline, what kind of music are you listening to these days?
Nothing really specific.
No?
Mm-mm.
If you had to pick a type of music, do you like pop music or dance music or blues music or?
Probably pop.
Yeah, when you listen to the radio, you have on like the pop station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Most kids like you do. There's some good music out there, regardless of what you like actually. So, what have you been doing this summer for fun?
Well, me and my friends have been clearing out. They have an Airstream that they've packed with some stuff, and so we've been clearing that out and turning that into a clubhouse.
Wow, like the Airstream, old, like a mobile home, mobile home.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the silver ones?
Yes.
Ha! Looks like a big tin can, huh?
Yeah.
So you're making that into your clubhouse?
Yes, we started doing that. We would have started clearing that out maybe about a week ago, and it's been going pretty good. We're taking almost all of it just completely out, and then we're gonna put in new flooring and siding and.
Cool. You guys are really gonna upgrade it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay? So if it's a clubhouse, that means you got to have a club. So what's the club?
We haven't really.
Or is it a
decided.
secret? You have like a secret society type of thing going on.
We haven't really decided completely yet. It is going to be kind of like a club, though. Probably some sort of secret thing or something. We usually take time to decide that because there's a lot of options for us.
How many people do you have in your club, or is it sort of does it change a lot?
Well, it kind of changes a lot because schedules of ours change, and sometimes things happen, and it's just like, oh, I can't do that anymore, or oh, I can't be there on these days.
Sure,
I can't do this.
Everyone's got a lot going on, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's a little difficult to do when it's 102 degrees outside, too, as well. I think it's a bit of a project in progress kind of a thing, like as you're just kind of
Yeah, because we've only
winging
got
it as you go, aren't you?
but we just got only one fan in there.
Whoa.
So, and it's fairly tiny, but it was to the point where if you stepped out of it, then it would be cooler in the sun than in the shady airstream.
All right. Well, we need to upgrade your cooling system. That's going to have to go on your list of upgrades. Okay.
Okay.
What about down at the lake? Have you done any fishing, or you been down to the cabin by down at Lake of the Ozarks?
Yes. The last time we went there would have been
Fourth of July weekend.
4th of July
We were there,
weekend.
yeah. We've been planning on going back, but we've had little hiccups along the way that have kept us from going back. But we'll be back pretty soon.
Catching any fish?
Yes, I caught 14
14.
when I was down there, I think.
Of course, we is catch and release.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We is doing
Well,
for
that's
fun.
all right.
We just catch and release.
Well, I'm glad you're having a
Rather,
fun summer.
I bait and release.
Yes.
She catches and releases.
Oh yeah, you got to do all the hard work.
I do
Dad
the
does all the
baiting
hard
part,
work, huh?
yes. Yeah.
And what grade of school are you going into in the fall, Adeline?
I will be in 5th.
Man, you're pretty soon you'll be in middle school. 5th grade. All right. Well, you're growing up, and I love it. I think you're doing great. And we're gonna practice some more on the boards one of these days. And pretty soon you're gonna be a professional radio star. If you like. I bet you we could come up with a really cool show though for you and Sailor, or you and some friends.
Oh yeah.
I bet you we could come up with something cool. All right. Well, we will talk soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take care of yourself. That is Adeline Moon and our KOPN Kids segment for this afternoon, Saturday, the 23rd of July. Adeline's the coolest, and I wish she did the show every week with me. I wish Kurt wasn't here. I wish I had Adeline as my sidekick instead of Kurt. But he plays the guitar a little bit better than she does, and he's a pretty good sidekick as well. Not much. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I'm going to play a song now from the Lemon Settlement, as a matter of fact, because I started the show with one from them. We've got John, who is the bass player, if I remember right, with the Lemon Settlement. Grab that mic, John. Say hi real fast. I know you're trying to film at the same time, so.
Well, yeah. How's it going?
Right now he's like in his own video, so it's going well.
Nothing in the headphones, John. So
There's nothing in those headphones.
This
one
is
of
a work
the
in progress.
kinks we're trying to work out is get those headphones. I'm not sure exactly why they. I don't know. I'll ask, but next week
They still look cool. They look cool.
Yeah, and I was really excited because they had their own controls where if they were working properly, you'd be able to control the volume of your own headset, which is an upgrade for visitors in the studio for sure. But at any rate, thanks for coming down, John. And I appreciate you bringing your video equipment down here.
Well, yeah, I was just listening at home and heard some stuff, and we'd been chatting a little bit about me maybe recording some of the performances, I think. So haven't quite had the conversation yet, but I just thought I'd bring my camera in. And
we should have the conversation now. I had never really thought too much about doing video or anything like that. Wayne got a hold of me a week or two ago and said that he had met a gentleman who might be interested in doing something like that. I thought, what the hell? I hadn't really thought about it. It sounds cool. Turns out it was you, and we have sort of a connection from back with your band. So I think it's great. I'd love to, whatever you're willing to do, I'd love to just try it out and experiment with some stuff.
Well, you certainly bring in some cool artists, so it might be cool to shoot a little video of them and show it somehow. Again, we need to work it all out. We haven't really talked about it, but
all right. Well, we are going to talk more about it for sure, and I'd love to do it. And I've always thought, even though I really never thought too much about video, I've always wanted to capture this stuff somehow and share it. So this is perhaps an opportunity to do that. So.
Well, the times I've listened to your show, and actually the whole station, it's such a great showcase for all the local artists here. And if I guess if we can do a little bit more to showcase that'd be awesome. So
we are on the same page, my friend. All right, Lemon Settlement is a project that you've been a part of for a while. What's the current state of the art with Lemon Settlement?
Well, we played our probably our final show with the what's been our lineup for the last couple of years. We had a guitar player, Dave. He moved to Texas, and
yeah, I remember Dave.
And then our drummer Todd just got married and has relocated to New Mexico. So, but before they left, they recorded about 25 tracks. So we're shifting gears to a recording project right now and keeping our ears out for maybe somebody who'd want to play with us down the road. But so
if you were looking for artists to actually participate in the band, you're looking for a drummer then probably.
Yeah.
And
at least a drummer,
or at least yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Our Kevin, our keyboard player, plays guitar as well. He's sort of he's got like 4 hands, so he's
a great keyboard player.
A little bit of a freak in nature, but no. Yeah, and sorry, I didn't come with anything prepared.
No,
but,
not at all. No. All right, well, cool.
Neither did we.
We never do either. That's not true. So I spent hours preparing for this program. But yeah.
So I see that this is brand new. It's really cool. There's a lot of shine in this studio, listeners. You can't see this at home, but for some reason, Mike has a plastic bag over his microphone, and I was just going to ask you, what is that, a sonic thing or an aesthetic thing, or did you forget to take it off? Or
it's a COVID protocol.
COVID time.
Oh, right on. Okay.
They ask us to use them behind when we're running the boards.
So, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool.
Good question, though.
Well, now I feel I need one on this one.
Well,
here. Actually, look at this.
We can all suit them up. We'll start wearing wetsuits when we come to the station from now on.
There we go. Now I got one too.
All right, so I'm going to play a couple from the Lemon Settlement here, and then we'll come back and have Justin play one more for us, and maybe we can get that one on tape. Or on film, I should say.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do we even call it film anymore because it's all digital? I mean,
no,
I guess it's just
it's
just a recording.
People say it, but no.
Yeah, but
no one's rich enough to shoot film anymore. So
it's a real nice camera, and a nice little setup there.
Oh, thanks, man.
All right, it's Open Mic Radio, and John, your last name is escaping me. Can I say it on the air?
Lamb.
John Lamb. L-A-M-B. That's right.
That's right. Like a small sheep.
That's right. John Lamb from the Lemon Settlement, also a videographer of some note, and he's going to do some stuff for us this afternoon. Justin Hickerson is in the house, going to play a song for us in a minute, but I want to play a couple from the Lemon Settlement here. They're short and sweet, and we'll come back with one more from Justin and continue the program. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Like
All right, there you go. That one is called the original Aversion. What is the original Aversion?
I believe it was an imaginary friend of either her singer or his brother, something like that.
All right, the original Aversion. That's the Lemon Settlement. You're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We're about what time is it? 5:25. About 30 minutes left of the program, and then we're going to slide out of here, and you'll get Raw Shumba and a reggae party coming at you from 6 o'clock
Come on.
until 8 o'clock. The best in roots, rock, and reggae right here on KOPN. Stick around all night. Blues on Broadway comes on after the reggae show, and Chris does a wonderful program. If you like the blues, he will take requests and also play some really cool sort of deep cut stuff that you won't probably be too familiar with. But anyway, Blues on Broadway. Maybe now Blues on Bernadette. I keep... thinking that, but anyway, we'll see. He's like, shut up, Mike. I'll call the show whatever I want. Anyway, great music, whatever you call it, tonight on KOPN, all right? And we've got another half an hour. We're going to get one more here from Justin Hickerson before he scoots on over to Eastside Tavern to see the Royal Furs and OK Samaritan, as opposed to a very good Samaritan, just an OK Samaritan. That's I still think that's just a brilliant name. I love that. But anyway, Justin, thanks again for coming down. I'm glad that you were here for the inaugural episode of the show.
It's been fun. Thanks for having me come down.
All right, so before he leaves, he's going to play another one for us here, and I will sort of leave it to him.
Yeah, this song off of an album I recorded back in 2014, the winter of 14 into 15, called New Day Rising. A song called Scared.
Justin Hickerson, KOPN.
You sit at home, get drunk alone, and you sit at home and pass out alone. The sharp-tongued devil drawn up in drunkards' clothes. Now lock shut every door as I watch 'em close. Lord knows. But now from my clear field of sight, well, I still just can't believe my eyes. It felt like a ghost town, and I know why. I'd grown so sick and tired inside. And I'd grown so sick and tired of my old life.
Thank you. Wow.
Holy smokes, Justin.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Wow, Justin Hickerson. Incredible. And that's what I have not heard.
Oh, yeah. It's it's on Spotify.
Wow.
We've never played that one as a band, though.
I tell you what, it's a beautiful song. Well done. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right, new stuff for me at least from Justin Hickerson here in the studio. When's that one? When did you write that one?
Joe, back in 2013, the first time I tried to quit drinking.
Yeah. All right.
I've been sober now for 3.5 years,
And
so
I
it's better
congratulate
now.
you.
Congratulations. on
Thank
that,
you.
brother.
Yeah.
Thank
amazing.
you, and that's not
Thank you.
certainly not what I'm here to talk about, but yeah, it's about a 10-year-old song now, I guess. Now that you ask,
Well,
that's weird.
That is crazy, actually. 2013, almost 10 years ago. So, All right. Thank you for your time this afternoon. If you want to play a quick one on the 45, pick one or two. And,
Hell yeah!
I'll
I
play,
got one we got to play.
All right, I'm going to play one real fast from Ray here, and then we'll come back and play one that Justin brought. This is Ray Fitzgerald. She's my favorite, and a song called False Moon.
You're a false moon, I can tell by the look in your eyes. They don't shine, they just reflect what dances in mine. You're a false moon, you promise you'll come out every night, but I awake in the dark without your guiding light to stumble by me like an animal's terrified flight. Can you blame a scared dog in the night when it
Oh, yeah. The remarkable Ray Fitzgerald. That one's called False Moon. One of my favorite records from 2015. It is called Popular Songs for Wholesome Families. All right, it's Mike, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Had a great show this afternoon. Glad you joined us. I want to say hello to a bunch of people who've been kind of texting and sending notes over Instagram, et cetera, all during the show, and also mention some upcoming guests. So we'll kind of do that at the same time. Nick Danger, who Wayne actually kind of turned me on to a few months ago. Nick's going to be on the show with us soon, and hi to Nick. Elephant Foot back on the air sometime soon, I don't know, but love those guys. Blake Gardner and the Farmers. Blake says hi. The Daves, Dave Angle. Sorry Dave couldn't make it this afternoon. He was going to try to come down, maybe play a couple songs and at least say hi, but he's got some lawyering to do, and he does really important work, actually. So thanks to Dave. We'll get Dave Angle on the air with us sometime soon, okay? Memphis Chris was here and gone. Is he still here? Is Chris Robinson still here?
He stormed out of here
I think he's
saying,
out.
like, you know, screw my...
he barely... well, anyway, no, I doubt that. But anyway, Memphis Chris, Kelly from Self Hug, hello. Bummy, hello.
Yeah.
The guys from OK Samaritan, Kyron Penrose, Mason Van Ghost. You can catch some great hip-hop with Mason and a bunch of other artists, probably DJ Moff and Steady P when the Indie Fest comes back to town here just a couple months. I mentioned Kyron Penrose, Jordan Tucker, January Lanterns. Hi to Kristen and Andrew from the January Lanterns. Dismal Niche, Matthew Crook. We're going to get Matthew back on the air and talk about the Columbia Experimental Music Festival that is so awesome every year and becoming more awesome. So Matthew is the brains behind the Columbia Experimental Music Festival. So we'll have him sometime before, I don't know, the next couple months. All right. Who else? Tom Sheridan. I owe an apology to him, but I'll probably take care of that next week. JRTs. Josh Runnels goes by the stage name with JRTs. He's a great hip hop artist and R&B guy. Sang with Loose Loose.
Oh, okay.
Right. Anyway, Josh will be with us sometime soon. I think in August. He spends most of his time up in Chicago, but when we get him back to Columbia, we'll get him on the air. And yeah, I guess that's about it for a while. But we've got some really good stuff coming over the next few weeks and months, and I'm really excited to be able to do it here from the new KOPN location down on 401 Bernadette Drive. And I'm telling you, for live music, we've got some really good ideas now that we've got a little bit more space here in the studio. We're going to be able to pull off some really cool live stuff. So, all right, what time we got? Oh, Justin's like, Mike, play that song. I got to get out of here. All right, what are we going to play? What is it?
This is a song called The Segment by Buddy Miles. Buddy Miles is my guy. He was a drummer, composer, songwriting, dance machine. Someone asked him in an interview how he wants to be remembered once he's gone, and he said he wants to be remembered as the baddest of the bad. And in my book, Buddy Miles is the baddest of the bad. So this is my favorite Buddy Miles song. It's short and sweet, and it's cool. It's called The Segment.
And here it is. It's Open Mic Radio, Buddy Miles.
It was the things she used to tell me, the love we had inside, the things she used to show me, the love we had, it died. Yes, my baby's gone away, she ain't coming back to stay. Yes, I know, she told me so. She's got to move, yeah. She's got to move my soul. She's got to move my soul. She's got to move me. She's got to move my soul. She's got to move me. She's got to move my soul. Yes, I
Oh, yeah. Buddy Miles. What's the name of that one?
It's called The Segment. It's the last song on the A side of the album, A Message
The Segment.
to the People, and it's great.
That's a good name for a band. Put that on the band list.
The Segment.
The Segment.
Yeah, baby. But yeah,
You know, you never know what that might mean, right? It's a nice segment.
I like that song's called The Segment. They could have easily just called it Yes, I Know. But no, we're going to call this The Segment. She ain't coming back to stay. Yes, I know. It's so good. It's been stuck in my head since the day I got it. Look
Well,
at
now
this,
you and every other open mic radio listener is now going to be digging on the Buddy Miles. That's incredible.
What a celebration.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we've got 5:43, so I'm just going to throw a couple songs on here. There's a local band called The Sweaters, a couple of young guys, and actually 3 of them, and they're really good. And I'm trying to get them back on the show, but they're real busy, and they're not the best when it comes to correspondence. But anyway, I like their music, and here's a couple. This one's called "Say It's All Right," and you'll listen to it here, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We'll play one more, and then come back and say goodbye. Kurt, you'll get us out of here in a few minutes, all right? And then we'll set the table for Mr. Rashumba and a little reggae party coming at you from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. In the meanwhile, this is The Sweaters, and you're listening to it here. Once again, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Say it's alright. enough for me. Every day you wake up, I feel the same. Stumble through the hallway, making bad decisions, okay. The view from the bandstand's never quite the same. America is tiny, with everyone behind me someday. And when I say goodnight, girl, I don't mean that at all. Don't think it's been a good night in this world, but if there was, I think I'd probably had it by now. When I get home, the ceiling's kinda gray. Ask me how my day went. I think I'll send the payment your way. All the pictures on your phone you take could do with better lighting, or someone else who knew how to shoot. And when I say goodnight, girl, I don't mean that at all. Don't think it's been a good night in this world, but if there was, I think I'd probably had it by now.
All right, a couple there from the Sweaters. Really love that band. And making new music, too, I think. So I'll do my best to get the Sweaters back here on the program with us sometime, all right? Anyway, we are about time to wrap it up, okay? Open Mic Radio, the inaugural edition of our program here at the new KOPN studios down on Bernadette is now essentially complete. Kurt's going to make it official here in just a minute here. But I will say that I will be away next week, but then back on the 6th of August with Samantha Furkey. She's a wonderful young jazz artist with a new album that's coming out soon. And between now and then, send me some music, okay? If you want to get on the program and hang out with us guys down here sometime, send me some tunes and we'll check it out and try to get you here on the program, all right? My email address is mikehagan@mikehagan.com. You can find me on the web at mikehagan.com. The website is there. The podcast is there. Open Mic Radio. For the podcast, you won't miss anyone of any more of these shows, okay? All right, you've been listening to it. Open Mic Radio right here, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're on the web at kopn.org. Hope you all enjoy the weekend. Be cool to yourself, be cool to other people. Stick around for Raw Shumba and a reggae party. We will catch y'all in a couple weeks with Samantha Furkey. All right, Kurt, let's get on out of here.
Thanks a lot.